So as you know, I'm Kyneton, and today I'm going to be giving you 3 hints on how to enjoy programming. So if you are coding or you are writing programs or you are working on building applications, I'm going to be giving you 3 hints on how to enjoy programming. The reason is because many people find programming to be kind of difficult. They find it kind of depressing sometimes because you have to stay on the screen for a very long time, maybe for about 4 hours. You are doing the same thing on the screen, writing code. The problem is from the fact that when we are writing code, we are writing computer programs, we are learning how to communicate with the computers, with the machines, instead of communicating with fellow humans. So this can be very, very difficult to deal with. And let me just give you these 3 hints on how to enjoy your coding career. The first thing you want to bear in mind is that you need something else to do. So basically, I like to say that the first thing I'm going to recommend is choose a hobby. So if you're a programmer, you need a hobby. So if you're asked what is your hobby, you should be able to say clearly what your hobby is. So don't say many things like dancing, swimming, a whole lot of things. You must have one particular hobby that actually takes you away from programming, that helps you unwind, that helps you recover from the stress of coding. So if you have a hobby, for me, I play music. That's basically my hobby. I can play music indoors here on my keyboard. I can also go out to play. I can sing with friends as well. So when I do this, it helps me to unwind, helps me to recover the lost energy, and also to kind of feel better after a day of programming. So the second hint I'm going to give you is play board games at home. So if you're at home and you are married, you have a spouse, you have a kid or kids, you have persons you stay with, try to play board games. So basically, when you have something like the computer screen, you also have the phone screen, they are about the same thing. Make no mistake about it. If you spend about 8 hours in the office trying to code on the screen on the keyboard, if you come back home, you don't have to carry your laptop to your lap and start coding, or take your phone and spend hours looking at the screen. That is not necessary. Once you've spent some time in the office or in the workplace coding, if you come back home, try to avoid screen time. Try to use the time to play board games. Now, what do I mean by board games? I don't mean the board games on the phone, on the computer. Try to play board games. I mean, you need to buy these board games like Scrabble, like chess, like Ludo game. These are games in wooden board. I mean the manual, good old boards. Buy it. Play it at home with your family, with your friends, with your kids. That kind of also helps you unwind. So the second hint is play board games. I mean, what I'm saying now is something that actually helps me. Not just me, it has been found to help many people that actually find their jobs boring. Because this is not actually only about programmers. It's actually, if you are doing a job that is boring, these hints can actually help you a great deal. So the first one, have a hobby that is actually completely opposite the boring job you are doing. So if you're a programmer or you're a banker, you are sitting on the screen every time in the office, have a hobby that takes you out to the field or that makes you connect with natural things like singing, like the flowers, like the animals. For me, I kind of have this keyboard I'm playing, but I think I should have to try to be able to go out a little bit more. So the third one I would like to mention is try to spend time with people outside. I mean, so if you have friends, let's say you have to try to make out time to spend time outside. It may be on the table tennis, it may be lawn tennis, it may be just throwing the ball all around in a field. So try to make out time to spend with friends outside. I mean, not just going to the gym, because I see people, they come back from work, they are going to the gym. That may be okay, but that may be once in a while. So if you want to unwind from a life of programming, try to also make out time to spend with friends outdoors, especially with friends, maybe many kids. You are playing around with them, trying to teach them how to draw. I mean, try to do things that are actually not so mind sapping, not so brain sapping, that helps to make you keep thinking. So these are the 3 things I would like to mention, and there are many of them. I would like to put them together later on, but these are 3 things. If you do them, I'm sure that it's going to help you a great deal to unwind, to enjoy your programming. There is one I also forget to mention. you need to take frequent breaks. So if you are coding, don't sit on the computer for 2 hours or 4 hours at the same time. Try to make out time to take frequent breaks. So if you can stay for 1 hour, take 15 minutes break, come back 1 hour, 15 minutes break, or 10 minutes break, as the case may be. So let me just summarize what I've said. The first one, I say you need to choose a hobby. Second, play board games. Third, spend time with friends outdoors. And 4, try to take frequent breaks from your coding. Even if you are trying to get the bug, and remove it, also try to make out time. Once it's time to take a break, try to leave everything the way it is and take a break. So I'm going to stop here. I hope this has been a bit informative for you. If that is the case, please subscribe to my channel. Please share this around too to friends. Maybe you never can tell. It can help them. Many people who don't like their jobs, who find their job a bit boring and depressing, these points can actually help a great deal to help you cope with a very boring job. Programmers are not antisocial. We are not nerds. We are not worried. We are not worried. We are not cynics. We are normal people. Only that the job makes you connect with the machine instead of humans, and that kind of creates the impression that we are antisocial. But it's not that way. It's simply the job that makes it this way. We are actually very nice people, and I'd like to recommend that you try to reach me if you want. If you have something you'd like to share with me, also reach me in the comment box below or through my social network profile. I'm going to be there to speak with you anytime, any day. And also, if you want to learn programming, that is what I do. I teach programming, so also let me know. And there's another channel where I teach programming almost every time. So please subscribe as well. And we'll see in the next part. So if there's something I find out I'd like to share with you, I'll be right here to share it with you. So I remain Heinsohn the Genius.